Hi guys, welcome back again to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you guys how I make bun in my kitchen, Easter bun in my kitchen. So if you want to know me cook Easter bun in my kitchen, come on and roll with me. Let's go through the ingredients. 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to use 1 cup of wine. You can use any wine that you have in your pantry, use it. I'm going to use browning, 1/2 cup of guava jelly or strawberry jelly if you have that, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 eggs beaten, beat well, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and 2 cups of Guinness stout or dragon stout. As far as the spices go, I have 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Also, I'm going to use my dried fruits. The fruits that I'm using is cherry, raisins, and all them other fruits, right? What I did was soak them in wine. You can soak them in water, you could soak them in the Guinness, but I choose to soak mine in wine all the time. And the time I'm making bun, I soak them in wine. So let's go. Here I have a pot, guys, on the stove, and what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add my 2 cups of dragon stout or vinegar, dragon stout or Guinness stout, a cup of sugar, and that's brown sugar. Then I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of guava jelly. Or if you don't have guava jelly, like I said, you could use strawberry jelly. Do not use any grape jelly and almond jelly there, alright? You basically want to mix it. You're not cooking this thing, you know. You're warming it up. Because you want to put it like lukewarm into the flour when you get ready to mix. Okay? So make sure your jelly is melted. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add my wine. And this is a 1/2 cup of wine. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my browning. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of browning. The next thing I'm also going to do is add my butter. And this is 2 tablespoons of melted butter or margarine. And stir. Keep stirring, guys. Don't forget to stir. Now, stirring is very important for this recipe. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my eggs in. And make sure you keep stirring because you don't want your egg to get lumpy on you. So you stir. Okay? Just keep stirring. See, the egg is perfect in there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my fire off. Okay? And I'm going to let this cool, and then we're going to go to the dry ingredients. So I'll see you back. Okay, guys. So let's get going with the dry ingredients. Okay? Once again here, I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour. The next thing I'm going to do is add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of allspice, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. You put that all in there and give it a little mix. So that is what it should look like when you get done with your dry ingredients. Now we're going to go ahead and start mixing. You're going to add a little bit at a time. Do not add all of it all at the same time, guys. Please, not add all of it. Add a 1/2 of it in there and just stir. Make sure you stir this thing thoroughly, nice and smooth. Now guys, make sure you preheat your oven at 350. This thing is going to take about an hour to bake. Depending on how you want the color of your bun to be, you could add more browning into it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more browning into mine. I put a teaspoon before, but I'm just going to put a little bit more because I wanted to have that nice color to it. Remember, I'm not going to bake fruit cake, so don't put too much browning in it. So that is what it should look like when you get done with that step. Now let's move on to the next step. Okay guys, we're moving to the next step. This is a baking container that I'm going to be using. If you have this one, you could use it. This is a traditional baking pan. This one works just fine, okay? All you have to do is use butter or cooking oil. In this case, I'm going to use my non-stick baking spray. And I'm going to just spray inside of the container. And remember, my oven is already been preheated at 350. And this thing should bake within about, I'll say within about an hour. But I'm going to check it within half an hour. I'm going to pour this thing in. And I'm thinking this should bake me up 2 buns. So there you have it guys. That's how it should look after you do it with this step. Just give it a little tap so you get rid of all the air from out of it, alright? And that should work just fine. Now I'm going to show you how you could bake your bun without it cracking in the middle. You go ahead and you get a baking container just like this. If you don't have this, you can use one of them aluminum container. But you have to have something deep like this or anything similar to this. So you go ahead and you put your container in like that, and the next thing you want to do is go ahead and put your water into the baking container like so. Is use your foil paper and just place it on top. So the foil paper will be like a protective cover. So you put your foil paper over it like so. So this is how it should be. I'm going to pop this into the oven at 350, bake for 1 hour. After 1 hour come, I'm going to show you what it look like. So see you back in an hour. Okay guys, so the bun is finished. I'm going to tap and let it cool. What I'm going to do next here guys, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of melted butter. And all you have to do is just put it on top of your bun. It's going to soften the top and it's going to make it stay nice and moist on the outside. I'm going to also cut this bun and let you guys see what it looks like as well on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a close-up. It's really moist. See? It's very moist. I'll cut another slice. And there you have it. Of my Jamaican Easter bun in my kitchen. Alright. I'm going to put this on a plate guys, and I'll come back and show you what this looks like on a plate, okay? So there you have it guys, all done for you. My version of making Jamaican Easter bun in my kitchen. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see me cooking in my kitchen next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, a time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.